some, I can.
You didn't want to make any for yourself?
Uh, I don't know what I'm going to do for me. I, we
See,
focused on ourselves last.
I heard that you were making Russ 52 dishcloths this year.
For you, Russ, I will make you some certainly. I
So
will gladly.
that's why I was asking. You didn't want any to make any for yourself? Because the first 52 I'm claiming.
Well, what am I supposed to give away if I'm giving everything to you?
You're just gonna have to crochet faster.
I've only got 2
Double
hands.
time.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. But I love you, darling.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I have to tease you. I have to tease you.
I love it. I would have it no other way.
The crafty. Thank you very much, Crafty.
It's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I'm multitasking. Please ignore me. I need to send a text. And I can only stay on till about 2:15 because today is Sunday and it's haircut day. Not for me.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, no,
I
no,
am
you're fine. I
so
wouldn't have come
sorry.
on if I wouldn't have come on if I couldn't make it. But a chance to hang out with my Russ, hey, I'm right there.
Heck yeah.
Right there.
I was just sitting doing, working on Kevin's scarf, trying to get the yarn that was in the scarf remade.
And how's our progress? Let us see.
Oh.
Make you big so we can see the beauty.
Okay. Well, I'd have to make you big then.
No. Ooh.
Ooh, that's pretty. What yarn are you using again, Russ?
This is Hirschner's Holiday Sparkle.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that.
And the colorway Frosted.
I like it.
I love that.
It's really nice yarn.
What
how
material makeup is that?
100%. Well, I shouldn't say that. So it's 90.
Well, it's got the sparkle yarn in it, right? Or
Yeah,
the sparkle strand in it.
It's like 3% viscose. There's no wool in it.
Okay, so just to not necessarily make it around Kevin's neck, it would be okay.
Oh yeah, it's actually quite soft, and you really can't feel the sparkle stripe.
That was what you were saying. I love that.
Because sometimes you can feel the sparkle stripe.
Yeah, there are some yarns that are like that. I'll tell you somebody else who makes a.
Is that the same as this?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you can't feel it at all in there.
See, Russ, don't make me fill in for you over at Hirschner's. I can't do it. I need to be good. That won't work. I have to be responsible.
Well, I have to pass.
I know you invited me for a visit, but you didn't invite me to move in, and that's what I'd have to do if I buy too much yarn.
Well, thank you for being a member for a month, Crafty Goddess.
Oh, you are an awesome young lady. Thank you.
Let's see,
And so you know I am on live, so don't talk.
Are you babysitting, Michelle?
You can't babysit your own child.
I know.
1 second.
I didn't think I had. It's like, man, I didn't think I had that much in the scarf done.
Wow.
Shoot, I'm still going.
A lot when you
the frog. I was gonna say I was on the live when you were frogging, and you frogged for quite a while, and then started wrapping.
Like, holy moly, this is like half the scheme.
You almost need to wind that up.
Well, stop pulling it down and just.
Well, I'm trying to get to the ball band.
Oh. Good luck with that.
I guess in another 4 days I'll be there.
You know.
Man. It's a good thing that I'm not going to be going anywhere for a while.
You know, because
I
you're
can
going to be
just
after loose yarn.
I can
Looks
just
like
sit
you're
here.
getting there.
I can just sit here and knit for 3 days without pulling
Hey,
any
look.
out.
You're getting your exercise in.
Yeah, but I'd rather
Well,
be
You're
eating a
moving.
piece of. I'd rather be doing this with a piece of cheesecake.
Would you like a piece of licorice?
Same.
Wait,
Ooh,
can
there
I
you
please?
go.
I like that
It's up to
licorice.
you, Amber. I wouldn't want to be selfish.
That is some good licorice you got right there. Is that
The Willy Wallaby?
Yes. I knew it started with a W, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Okay, so there we go.
It has 12 grams of sugar, but right now, that's okay.
Did you know some of those aren't gluten free?
Doesn't bother me.
No. The reason I say that is because I was sharing them with my my middle child, who I have to watch what he eats.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oops, you weren't supposed to eat these." Oh well. Thankfully,
not an issue in our household.
yeah. So thankfully, it's just a sensitivity and not a allergy.
A full-on allergy.
Yeah. We got another visit.
Jen.
All right, Jen. Your Jen is popping around on us.
Mm-hmm.
She's swirling.
There she goes.
Yeah, it was
That's beautiful.
weird. It didn't want to load.
I love your shirt. What does it say?
Fibromyalgia awareness.
Okay. I just
She's
love
And
the
it's
color.
got-
Warrior.
And it's got who does it? Who does all things through Christ who strengthens her. I got it after I was diagnosed.
I understand. I just love the color. I'm a pink girly, so.
Oh my goodness, you got my mouth watering now for that licorice. Ugh.
I offered you some.
I'm gonna have to go get
Hello?
some now.
Hello, Matt and
Hey,
Rebecca.
Matt.
How are you guys doing?
And Rebecca.
How are you, Matt? Hello, Rebecca. Oh, I see a corner to corner. That's cute.
Who's doing a corner to corner?
I think
Oh, Jen
Yep,
is.
from the yarn you gave me, Russ, for Boggy.
Oh, okay.
I think when I get done with the orange, then I'll be done with 40. So I don't know if I don't think I'm going to try for 50. I want to get this blanket done.
I'm actually like, I have a whole bunch of scrap yarn I've been trying to figure out what to do with, and I'm like, I don't feel right trying to sell it in mystery bags. So I was like, I could make a bunch of Boggy Creek blankets, like corner to corner like that. So I might do a version of that.
Yeah, I gotta find all my old scrap yarn, but I have a whole ton of acrylic yarn that I have in my bedroom that I can make a ton of Boggy Creeks.
Did you say you needed me to send you another box of yarn for your bedroom?
No. I'll take pictures of all my yarn, Russ. I got it all in like clear totes now, except for what's in the dresser things.
Oh, well, then it's time for you to have another box of yarn from Russ.
he's gonna keep you hooking and booking.
Yeah, I got enough yarn.
Wait, I heard he doesn't have enough yarn. That's
what I'm hearing.
Don't have enough.
I'm putting candy in my mouth to keep it quiet.
What is this? I have enough yarn. I don't understand this language.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of room. I only
You
have
know
my
who you
bedroom.
are that I'm nodding my head to. Mm-hmm.
6, 7, okay.
Trying to think. There's always room for a skein or two.
You only send a skein or two.
Yeah, you see all this empty space right here? Look, right here where the hook is?
Uh-huh.
That needs more yarn, and over here needs more yarn. And right here by my head needs more yarn. Right here.
Yarnspirations is having an awesome
right
sale.
Here.
Yarnspirations is having an amazing sale. It can fill those cubbies up in no time.
Yeah, but a certain someone that I'm kind of, tied to would not like that to happen.
Yes, I know. Kevin, you know, um, he understood why I done it. So
Oh, and I
he,
don't blame you either.
he was okay, but I'm just glad that I had a really good um, excuse to why I did it. Because 70% off plus $30 shipping.
Okay. Can you unlock Red Bull? I already heard.
I was gonna say, are you finishing your Boggy Creek boxes?
Yes, I'm gonna try and get those. I have to be able to move around first so I can
Yeah.
get the box. Well, actually, they're probably going to go out in bags instead of boxes.
That's smart.
Because I just bought some Mylar shipping bags.
Ooh.
In this wonderful blue color, because I want my. So when somebody gets something from me, they're going to know it's from me because it's going to have that special blue Mylar. It's kind of like from Premiere. When you order from Premiere, they have that red Premiere tape. They have the Premiere on their tape.
Yeah.
That's so when somebody sees a blue bag, they're gonna, hey, this come from Russ.
See, I use pink bags, and because that's my favorite color.
Uh-huh.
I think people kind of, oh, that's Michelle. Lord help us, as long as it's not lethal.
Amber, what did you say you're working on? A blanket?
Poncho.
Poncho, that's it.
Yep, I am getting there.
Ooh, wait a second. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that is really coming along. Really coming along.
It's striping up kind of interesting down here on the bottom. The further I get.
Well, even the going this way.
Yeah. So I just got. I'm almost into my 4th skein of puzzle yarn.
Wow.
On it, so it's almost done. Let's see, how many rounds am I got? I'm on 56 of 68.
Oh, you are jamming.
Yeah, they go pretty quick, especially when you can, the pattern that they use is pretty repetitive, I guess, if that's the right way to say it.
Repeats a lot.
It's easy to get going and just kind of truck along. The only thing I have to do is it's a split single, so I have to remind myself to make sure to go in the legs and not the V.
Okay.
So every once in a while I catch that top V and I'm like, nope, we need to go in the legs, please. Thank you. So it's a fun pattern. I like it.
Yeah,
it's very pretty. And considering when you started, it's working up very quickly.
It does work up quickly.
Especially with all that you have going on. I mean, my gracious. I'm always in awe of parents who have multiple children around. And then you add in the homeschooling factor. And they find time to create the things that they create. I bow. Because I promise you, I was very slow between parenting, homeschooling, and daycare. I got things done. It just took a long time.
Yeah.
That's a lot, Michelle. Homeschool while you're doing a daycare?
I did.
Yes, Michelle, you are new to me, so I just went and checked out and subscribed to your page. Looks like it'll be an enjoyable ride.
It will be an enjoyable ride. She's fun.
Yeah, she's fun.
Oh, you guys, thank you. Thank you so much.
There's a reason I send a message to you almost every day saying good morning, love you.
And I blush every time I do. It is.
I love to play around with the GIFs and send them to people. That's just my language.
I barely remember to do them, and I do them, but I forget. And then when I see yours, I'm like, okay, yes, challenge accepted. I'm sorry, guys. I am sending messages to remind people to do things. You know, we do what we do. This is how I multitask.
I am just, happy that you were able to come to my hour of need.
You didn't need me, Russ. You are so cute and amazing, all in one fell swoop.
I wanted to show
I, however, needed you.
Forgot about that.
I needed a little extra cuteness in my life. Give it to me.
Cute. Just cute.
Look,
I'm trying to figure though, if I come
knitting
during spring break, how am I going to come when you have chickens still there? I may have to come alone. Oh, how sweet. Oh, I love that pink. That's the Happy yarn by
I have that yarn too.
I had to show Russ. He's my one of my knitting inspiration people. So
that's pretty. I like that.
It's working up slower, obviously, than crochet for me. But you know what? When I need a break from the crochet, I'll pick that up and do several rows on it and then put it down.
There you go, Michelle.
You are going to love that book. You are going to love that book. As someone, like I said, who read that book
Why do you need
years ago.
Dad said he could play.
Apparently someone is on the same vein with Amber and is sending me gifts, and it just cracked me up because it wasn't what I was communicating about.
I'll be right back. I need to look for something for the kids. I'll be right back.
Of course.
Hello, Teresa and Sugar Diamond and everybody that I missed coming and going. I apologize.
Never mind, they found it.
So what's this? What's the Happy yarn?
It is mandala ombre, Lion Brand mandala ombre.
Okay, and the colorway is Happy.
Yeah, I made Crystal bet it is
Okay.
not the Japanese.
And I got mine at Walmart, so that's where you can find it at.
Margaret did too.
Mine too.
Margaret says
Walmart,
you're out of the pink. I bought some more of the Happy today at Wally World.
Yep, I've got 2 or 3 more.
Oh, there was Margaret.
Behind me. Right there. I actually rearranged behind me. I don't know if anybody's paid attention.
I noticed that your color flow was different.
I took the shelf. They were like this, and I took the shelf and laid it on its side. And then the ones that were over here, I attached to the top. But I didn't have enough to make one last cube. So the one cube on the end over here is open. So it's not as tall anymore.
Okay.
But now I have totes sitting up there.
The Crafty Goddess says knitting is slower than crochet, but doesn't eat up as much yarn as crochet does. But fixing mistakes is way easier with crochet than knitting. All of that is 100% true.
Yep. I have a spot on my scarf where I accidentally split the yarn, but I kept going and it's still there. So I got to figure out how to stabilize it somehow. So that way it won't get ripped when it's worn. But yeah, it definitely does not go through yarn as quickly because I keep working through these colors going, am I ever going to get to the next color? Like that pink, it felt like it was taking forever to get to the blue.
You weren't enjoying the pink?
Oh, I loved it, but I was just like, you just kind of get to the point where you're like, new color.
I'll be back.
Okay, darling.
Amber, how far down?
Pretty far.
Because you can take out that stitch all the way down with the crochet hook.
It is. I gotta find it again. I heard you. Please be patient and give me a minute.
Diane, you sent me an email. Diane, when did you send me an
Now I
email?
can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
We both found it at the same time. So I'm all the way up here. The mistake's down here. Where my
Okay.
finger is.
So if you take,
I don't know if I can get it to.
okay, yep.
It's hard to show because it kind of hides itself right there.
You can fix that if you want, or you can leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean it's.
You can take that one stitch, just that one stitch, you can take out all the way down to where you split
Mm-hmm.
that yarn, and then take your crochet hook and bring up that all the way back up and put it back on your needle.
That sounds just like how you fix them on the knitting machines.
Yeah,
Where you do that.
it's the same thing.
I don't know if I could follow that stitch down though, but I don't know. It's
as long as you only unravel that one stitch, no
Yeah.
other stitch should unravel.
right.
Just that one stitch. Yes, Diane, I did get your email.
I can fix it.
Zuzus and wim-wims.
It's hard to. Maybe that's where it's split. Yeah, it's like one single strand of the yarn is being held by the rest of the stitch. I'll have to look at that maybe and see if I can't fix it. I don't know. Because right now would be the perfect time to fix it because I'm not too far into it.
Right.
Russ, what's for dinner?
We are actually, Kevin is out doing dishes right now.
Okay.
And he said that we are going to have fried chicken. And I asked if we could have macaroni and cheese, homemade macaroni and cheese to go with it.
How many cheeses?
5.
Perfect.
So did you get your chicken the other day when he was making sloppy joes, or did you guys make it sloppy chicken?
No, we just had sloppy joes, which was fine because I like sloppy joes.
Yeah, it was just funny because he's like, "No, we're having sloppy joes," and you're like, "But I want chicken."
Russ always wants chicken.
I do. I'd eat chicken every day, all day long, 3 or 4 meals a day.
It cracked me up when you were saying if he asked you if fried chicken was good, and you're like, "Yeah, but can we have macaroni?" It's always something more.
Well, yeah, I'm just too
It's
cute.
Russ.
I'm just too cute.
Men. My husband's the same way. It's never enough. It's always more. More.
Yeah, you guys probably heard me and him talking in the kitchen.
No. I didn't anyway.
No, we didn't.
Because I asked him, I said, "What are we having for dinner?" And he's like, chicken. And I said, well, can we please have macaroni and cheese with it? He goes, "Well, we'll see." I said, "Please." And he says, "I said, we'll see."
We'll see. Translation, stop while you're ahead.
Translation, it's not out of the question, so stop asking and go on your merry little way.
But it's Russ, and
Oh
Russ,
my goodness.
Russ gets what Russ wants. What did you say? Oh goodness, too. Did I miss something?
Christy's Heavenly Creations said, I baked my husband cookies at 1:30 this morning. Wow.
And you didn't send me any? That's treason in my book.
Off with your head.
What kind of cookies did you make your hubby? Kevin was at the store yesterday, and he actually brought home a chocolate cake.
Thank you, Pamela. Thank you so very much. I finally made it back to the chat. And
Yeah, I kind of.
Sugar Raymond is in here. Hey, sugar. Arrgh. How are
Oh,
you?
yep. Songbird Creations. Margaret is here.
Margaret. Hello, my beautiful
I love
ladies.
chicken. I am not a fan of beef. My grandparents were beef farmers, so we got a good deal on it growing up. Mom, not steak again, totally made me sound like a complete. No, I understand where you're coming from, Liz.
I'm so
Um,
glad.
I'm back.
Hey, Ladybug.
we were,
And
we
you don't
were.
sound great.
What was you saying, Michelle?
No, I was saying that Liz does not sound like it in great.
No, not at
I,
all.
I remember growing up, we had a lot of chicken. And at the time, I didn't struggle with eating chicken. In fact, I love chicken. Chicken just doesn't love me, so I can't have it anymore. But I remember one evening, my mom said, take 2 chickens out of the freezer for dinner. And my brother said, if I eat chicken one more time, I swear I'm going to grow wings and cluck. My mother said, and you will be on the plate on Sunday. So go take out the chicken. So if
Well,
anyone wonders where I get snarkiness from, I get it from my mother.
okay. Well, growing up poor,
That
there
part.
was certain things that you did not get very often.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, chicken was the cheapest. So we had a lot of chicken. Um,
Lorini.
there was, we had other things too, but, to do homemade beef and noodles for 7 people,
Wow.
you know,
That's
wasn't
four
an,
packs of noodles, at
yeah,
least 2 pounds of stew meat.
yeah.
And that's
So,
provided to make all the sides fresh.
Yeah, we had to do that at one point when my youngest brother was born. There were 7 of us, but we grew our own beef because my stepdad
Ooh.
was a farmer. We grew our own beef and vegetables.
You see, I was a city slicker, so we didn't have that.
yeah, we didn't either. It's just whatever money we had is what we
Hmm.
ate.
Well, we
And
were.
it was, either you eat what mom fixed
Hmm.
or you didn't eat.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how it is now for my kids. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Because
Hmm.
they need, in my opinion, when you what you fix is what you fix.
Yeah, like the other night, I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been, it's a hash brown casserole that I make. It doesn't have a protein in it necessarily except for the cheese. So but anyway, that's not the point of it. I was pulling it out of the oven. He's like, "Well, can you make the youngest?" He's like, "Can you make me something else?" And I went, "Nope.
Mm,
You eat this or you go hungry."
yep.
And then he tries to get snacks and things out of us before bed, and we're like, "You didn't eat dinner. Sorry. You should have ate dinner, a better dinner."
And once mom had the kitchen cleaned up and you didn't eat, guess what? You didn't eat.
And mom
Yep.
didn't clean the kitchen, we did. And if you went in the kitchen after you finished the kitchen, don't be surprised if after you went to bed around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, she woke you up and told you to wash every dish in the house
Yep.
because she went in the kitchen and found a fork.
Yep.
Yeah, I will dish up my youngest a little bit of a dinner, put it in front of him. If he doesn't eat it, he doesn't eat it, and then I leave it there. I'm like, and then he goes, "Well, I'm hungry." Well, your dinner's right there. Go eat. If you're that
Yep.
hungry, right there.
Yeah.
That
My
doesn't happen
mom,
too often, but
until my mom married my stepdad, she was a single parent, and we were from the Chicago area until we moved this area in '89. So we ate what mom was able to afford. And it was a lot of like mac and cheese, and I don't like bologna sandwiches and spam. And yeah, it was what mom could afford.
Yeah.
mhm.
And you were grateful to have the food you got.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even
Um,
if I hated it, especially when we moved to the farm. heart and tongue and liver. Bleh. And some of the
Uh,
veggies, but I still had to eat it, like Amber said, because it was what we had for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Lorraine, can you put Jen's channel in the chat, please? Up there's Robin. Hello, Robin.
Hey,
Hello,
Robin.
hello. We were talking
Hi.
why her phone was charging. We got to talk with her husband,
I love it.
Ron.
Well, now we love them both.
Joanne, we had a lot of bologna as well.
Oh yeah.
Because it was
Egg
cheap.
salad.
We had a lot of eggs. So it's just, thanks, Lorraine. I appreciate that.
Oh, can't forget the peanut butter and jelly.
I still love a good PBJ. Don't hate. I
No,
still love
that's
a
about
PBJ.
one of the only. I can only have peanut butter and jelly, egg salad, or tuna.
And I
That's the
love
only ones I can
tuna.
eat for my diet.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because of the sodium in the lunch meat.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Now I want some brown swagger.
Oh, yes. On crackers.
With cheese.
Of course.
And a hint of mustard. But the cheese can't touch the mustard for me. I'm weird like that.
Well, put it on the side with the brown swagger.
I do. I put it on top,
Ugh.
then a slice of brown swagger, then a touch of the mustard. And it doesn't have to be just a regular yellow mustard. It can be the crushed stone mustard, or it can be Dijon mustard. That part is fine. I just need that mustard flavor. Oh.
I never had to eat that stuff because my mom wouldn't give it to us,
That's
but
a
my
pleasure.
grandma ate it, and my sister loves that stuff. So those of you that like it,
love
Oh,
it.
I gotta show you guys this. Robin just sent this to me. Oh my gosh. This is her first ever corner to corner.
Oh wow.
Good
how
job.
did you?
I love that.
I want to know how you put in the faces to a corner to corner. The little.
Oh my gracious, that is
That's
beautiful.
Robin.
Jen, you put the faces in one stitch at a time, darling, just like everything else.
I know, but I don't know how
Change the color.
you work it in because I've only done these kind.
Russ.
That's why I was saying I didn't know how to.
Badness.
I never said it one more time.
You said be
Messy
patient.
Marvin.
Okay, I didn't hear the question then.
Robin, you did a beautiful job on that corner to corner.
Yes.
You really did. And for that to be your first.
Yeah, that's why I was like.
Barbara Jean, she says brown swagger and radishes.
I love radishes too, especially in a salad. A good garden salad. Ooh.
I can't eat radishes. They
Now-
burn my mouth for some reason.
It's an allergy.
I go to eat a radish and it just burns. It's worse than jalapenos.
Can you eat what is it? Fennel.
Yeah, especially like if you get it out of the garden and it's
Yeah, I can have
the right
fennel.
type of year,
That's
the
an
right type of
unusual
year.
one, but
They
I've
are
heard people
really,
who
really
can't eat
spicy.
radishes don't eat fennel. So it may just be sensitivity. Like I can eat peaches if I don't eat the skin. I can't eat the skin of peaches.
Huh.
I love raw peaches.
Bernice says nothing is better than Limburger cheese with raw onion. It was for my sister, a corner to corner with a pink ribbon in the middle for breast cancer awareness.
Awesome.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Vicky made that for her sister. Robin said it was for her grandniece. She was born in 2020, and it's her favorite blanket. It'd be mine too. If you sent me a blanket like that, Robin, I'd cherish it forever. It'd be on my wall in the frame.
How about
Darlings, I love you all.
tomato?
I must scoot because I have other places to be and other things to do. I love you guys. Thank you for inviting me, Russ. Anytime I
Thank
get
you.
a chance to hang out with you, it's a great day.
See you later,
You guys,
Michelle.
see you all
Hopefully it
later. Have some fun
blossoms.
today, everybody.
Russ, there's a radish that is white and long, and you think that the red ones are the white ones are burners. Checking in.
Who likes
That's
tomato and onion and mayonnaise sandwiches?
I like tomato sandwiches, but not. I haven't added anything else to them.
Oh, I can do lots of veggie sandwiches, but the tomato and onion is something that my aunt did, and I don't know if it's because she was from Missouri, like my grandma, or what. Why
Tomatoes
she?
on a mayo sandwich with salt and pepper.
That one
Yummy.
sounds good too. I've done just tomatoes too.
Krista. My favorite colors are fall colors. So autumnal colors, like the browns and the reds,
And like
purples,
these
the
ones, right,
yellows.
Russ?
Yeah, like Jen's.
Yep, because that's where I got mine from. But yeah,
I,
these are his
I, I
colors.
guess I guess a good way to also think of it would be like the '70s colors almost. The
That's why you
oranges.
put this in the countdown box, so we would have a little bit of Russ, right?
Well, actually, I put that in there because I always give a New Year's yarn, and that was perfect because it says New Year.
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
that's how that got put in there.
I love it.
Russ, where's my nieces and nephews?
They're sleeping.
Mine are sleeping too.
Rudy's still on the couch. Grandma was on
Oh,
the back of
actually,
the
mine woke
couch.
up and are chasing each other.
I think mine is still upstairs on the couch where I left her. I had the foot of the couch out, and she likes to lay in the area between the hard part where your foot rests on and the cushion seat where you sit on. Like there's like a little like dip kind of area right there. Yeah, and she'll lay right there. And I got up very precariously and left her right there. Oh, Margaret, yes, tomatoes from the garden.
Yes.
Krista,
Fresh
yes,
tomatoes taste a lot better than the ones we get at the store.
I did get your email, Krista. I thought I emailed you back. Did I not email you back?
Well, I was gonna pop off of here and see if we're gonna get this bunk bed put together this afternoon. So.
Oh, nice.
And
Have
I need
fun.
to go use the restroom. Yay! So
Well,
I'm
thank
gonna
you for
pop off.
coming up.
Yeah, I'm glad I could keep you company for a little bit.
I appreciate it.
And thanks for keeping me
where's
company.
Matt? Is he still on?
I'm not sure if Matt, are you still in here?
I'm not sure who else would be in there that would want to come up.
Give me a second. I have to send this email out right quick.
Are you guys behaving? Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Where are you? Anybody been watching the playoffs for the NFL the football?
Matt, if you want to come up, I'll put the link in if you
Yeah,
want to
come
come
on,
up.
Matt. We need you, buddy.
Come on, there we go.
Yeah, we need him and Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca is more than welcome to come up too. You know that. Sue just subscribed to Michelle. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, Ron. You. Oh no, he was saying goodbye. I thought he was saying goodbye, but no, he's just saying goodbye to Amber. Okay. Um, Joanne. Joanne loves the off the vine tomatoes, and Stephanie
Those are good on the vine.
is from South Carolina. This is my first time writing to you. I am crocheting a prayer afghan. Those are beautiful. Uh, Stopped into. Okay, Lana, thank you very much. You have a wonderful day too. And thanks for giving me the thumbs up. Always appreciate that. And hello, Kim. I saw you sneak in. I just didn't get a chance to say hello. No, Kim, I'm not. Um, I'm not ignoring you because you have ugly yarn. You don't have ugly yarn. You only send me ugly yarn. But other than that, you have gorgeous yarns. But Kim
Russ, I
knows
don't know how you could call yarn ugly.
Oh, you ought to see this hideous stuff Kim sent me. It's all in fun though. I'm just picking on her because um
Is it sparkly and
it's
pink?
what it was is she sent you a cake of yarn that she made and you just had to do something with it and then show her what you made. I'm still in the process of making mine. I've not finished it yet. But I just like to give her a hard time. But I give her a hard time just all in fun. There's no meaning or hate behind it.
Oh, yeah.
It's all in fun. Oh my goodness. And Kim loves it. She knows. I went to the grocery store, had some lunch, did laundry, took the dog for a walk, and knitted a queen size blanket and fingering weight seed stitch. And you guys are still here. Of course, we're still here.
Yeah, we gotta be here.
I'm working on it. Okay, Matt. And if you can't come up, Matt, that's fine. I was just, I seen you in here and thought I'd offer if you wanted to come up. And Margaret, if you wanted to come up, you can come up too.
Yeah, Margaret's fun. I know a lot of, like Margaret, Michelle, and Amber, and there's others that we're members of Flossom's channel, so we get a group chat every week. And it's kind of fun to sit and hang out and chat.
Cecilia went to the store too, and we're still on. Margaret, just click on the link, darling.
Yeah, come on up, Margaret.
I am Chuck. Kim, you can come up too. Come on now.
Yeah, come on, friends. You got a channel. Come on up. It's kind of lonely up here with just us two.
Okay, Queen, you have a good day if you're leaving.
Bye.
I can repost if I need to, I guess. There we go. Kim, you have to find it. It's hidden in that nasty yarn. And hello, Mr. Matt, and how are we doing today?
Good.
Hey, it's Matt.
What's going on, Jen? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I just saw the log doctor Monday. Good bill of health. 15 months now.
And hello, everybody
I don't go
in the
back
chat.
till April.
Hope everybody's having a good Sunday.
It was. I was just sitting here doing nothing, had nothing planned, so I thought I'd go live, and here we are.
All right, on. I was kind of lurking because we got up late and I had a cup of coffee and doing
I woke
that.
up from a nap at noon.
Huh?
I woke up from a nap at noon. So that would have been 10 a.m. your time.
Hello, Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
we
don't.
were up late last night. So working on stuff. So, we kind of slept in this morning.
Hey, it's Sunday. That's what it's
Exactly.
all about.
Yeah, Sunday's a
Exactly.
day of rest.
And I couldn't sleep worth a darn last night, so I think I went to bed like at 2. Up, we have another purdy, and there it is. Hello, Margaret.
Yay! Hi, Margaret.
Hello, Margaret. It's nice meeting
Hey,
you.
everybody.
So Margaret was showing us how to what was that? Crow something. I forget the name of it.
Oh, the crochet knitting with the crochet hook.
Crow
Yes.
hooking.
Crow hooking, that's it. Oh my goodness, Kim. What do you need? Hand fed, darling? My goodness. There you go. There you go, Kim. Just for Kim, because Kim, Kim is Kim. If you can't find that, Kim, I have no hope for you.
Russ, why couldn't you sleep?
I don't know. I just could not sleep last night for nothing.
Was your knee bothering you?
Well, it must have been because I took a pain pill, and right after that, I was out.
Good.
And I got up at 8 o'clock. I don't sleep very much. Okay, Emily, thanks for stopping in.
And I sleep way too much. But find out after my sleep study this week why.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe you have to get on CPAP because
Yeah,
that's
that's
Little
what I'm
fiber
thinking.
jazz, slow
I'm just glad
run.
for my Apple Watch because I was using it to track how I sleep,
uh-huh.
and it was giving me notifications like you've got elevated sleep disturbances. So then I had a report right before Christmas that I should get checked out for sleep apnea.
Yep.
And that's something that I've been wondering since there was another issue with my lungs. And they said, maybe you would end up having to have, a CPAP. But we never
Um,
did it then because that resolved itself. But I found out Monday that you can end up with sleep apnea just after your
Yeah.
transplant.
yep. Kim, if you wanted to come up, Kim, I did put the link in the chat. All you have to do is just hit it.
Come on, Kim.
I have a question that I like to ask you. How do you do corner to corner Afghan? I crochet other Afghans. I just don't know how to do corner to corner. There's a ton of tutorials on YouTube for
Craig.
it.
Yeah, there is.
Craig has
Greg
one.
has a few.
Juan
And he's
has
got
one.
some that you could, some fancier ones too. And they're fairly new.
I know. The one I did for Boggy. That was I got started from Juan's tutorial. It was really easy.
Yeah, I liked what was it, the spike stitch or whatever you did for your border?
Oh, thank you.
That was nice. I mean, it gave me an idea for what I could do for this one.
Yeah, it comes out. It comes out. I've been playing around with that.
4, 5, 6.
On a couple of blankets, and it comes out. The spike stitch comes out really cool.
Yeah, where did you hook it on the corner to corner?
On the corner to the corner. Here, let me grab my. I don't have a corner to corner. I have my regular.
Yeah, I'm just
blanket.
wondering how far down on like this
Carmen,
you went down.
I did Hooked by Robin. I did her open corner to corner.
Did you finish it, Russ?
No, that's in timeout.
I'll be
Every
right
s-
back in
Yeah,
a
I
minute,
know that
you
one was
guys.
his big one.
Matt,
Ooh, that's
I love
pretty,
that, Matt.
What? Oh, this?
Yes, I
This
love
That
little,
one's
that.
this little
pretty.
thing?
I love that. Is so gorgeous.
Yeah. I can't wait to see you finish that one, Matt.
So what I did was it works the spike stitch around for the border on the corner to corner works very much like this does.
Mhm.
Because on the corner to corner there's a gap
Mhm.
like in
So you just
between
put it
each
through the
one,
gap.
and I just put it in the gap.
Okay.
So like if you look at your corner, if you're working on the corner to corner and you
Yeah.
like if you turn it flat and you look at it,
Crochet.
it's like the gap between the grinding stitches.
Yeah.
So that was my
So you would go down.
and then when you go down to the next one, if you pull it apart a little bit, it's easier on the corner to corner because there's a little stitch
in front if you don't
Yeah, right down. Yeah, that
right down.
sweet.
So you
When
just
we
go
join
around
'em.
that.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm about
It's
halfway
pretty.
through mine.
It's that one comes. The one around that one is really simple to do.
Wow, Diana.
There we go.
Thank you. That was
Diana.
sweet of you.
Thank you very much, Diana.
Thank you, Diana.
I'm going to show you a corner to corner that I did for my dad. Was supposed to go down to Myrtle Beach at Christmas, but since we didn't get to go, neither did it. But what I did is every other row, I did bobble stitches instead of the regular corner to corner stitch. So
Oh,
it gave a
wow.
whole lot
That's
of
cool.
texture.
You should show that on your
For texture.
channel,
Yeah,
that
it's
show
easy to do
pattern.
texture.
Well, that's a great idea.
Because you could do a small one for a tutorial.
That's beautiful.
Thank
Oh,
you.
did we have somebody else?
It was
What's going on, Linda?
Oh, is it Look Mom?
Hey, what's up?
hey, hi Linda.
Oh, hi, Linda.
Hi,
Nice to
Linda.
meet you.
So, how long did that take you to do that, Margaret? That's beautiful colors.
Pretty much about, I don't know, a couple of weeks, but I wasn't working on it like constantly. It was kind of, I'd pick it up and work a few rows every day. So yeah.
So
if I'd
Margaret,
have worked on it constantly, it might have taken me just a few days, but
so was it every other one you did the bobble stitch?
every other row I did bobbles.
Okay.
That
So
was
what I did is I worked regular corner to corner, and then a bobble stitch and a double crochet right after the bobble stitch, which gave you the space for when you did the next row of
Extra.
Corner to corner stitch. It gave it the bar for you to work around. Yeah, I will do a tutorial on just how I did it. It's really super easy.
I just subscribed.
I hope you can
Yeah,
get it to your dad
Rebecca
soon.
can subscribe to you.
Oh, good. Thank you, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
thank you.
I just got my book. Yay.
What yarn did you use, Margaret?
That is a yarn from Ice Yarns, and it was a 3-weight, and I can tell you just exactly what it is. 1 minute, I'll grab it.
I gotta get some more water in me cup.
Pardon my crinkle.
Hi, Dad.
So this one is Oh, Castle Hill is what they call it.
Okay.
Oh, it's pretty.
And I actually bought this exact same yarn in like 3 different colorways. I bought this one, which is like the brown and cream and gray. Then I bought one that's blue and white and yellows. And then I bought another one that kind of looks like, kind of reminds me of camo colors, except it's got cream in it too. So, but yeah. But it took me 5 skeins of this, I think, to do the blanket.
Oh wow, that's beautiful yarn. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, and
How
it's
many yards?
too. It's
How many-
it's 100% acrylic, and it's
How
really
many-
nice and soft.
How many yards is in a skein?
This has, let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Unfortunately,
It must have quite a few if you're only able to use, what was it, 5?
I bought 3 packages of 4 skeins each. So yeah, I have a lot left.
Nice. You can have bunches of projects with that yarn.
Darn it, I don't. This ball band, they have a sticker for the
Oh, I don't like it when they do that. They put a sticker on. And it's
yeah,
any
and
company
unfortunately,
on the spot. You need to
it
read
does
the
not
specs.
tell me how many yards. It looks like yeah, it doesn't, it's printed the way the printing is. The printing on that part of the sticker is too light.
Yeah.
So I know
Yeah.
it's a 4 light or 3 light, 3 to 4 millimeter hook, but I don't know how many yards it is.
Linda, you changed clothes.
No, I switched locations because I was running out of battery. So I was like, oh, I gotta go plug in.
Oh, it looked like you had like a poncho or something on.
Nope.
Okay. And Matt's got something on his head. Now, what do we got?
This
Ooh,
is
that's nice, Matt.
my fishing beanie.
What kind of yarn did you use for that?
This is the brown is lion brown fisherman's wool,
Oh, I love that stuff.
because I wanted when we go out in the ocean something really warm. And then the stripe is Malabrigo Rios.
Yeah, I
Nice.
can't forget his Malabrigo.
I mean, because
He loves that yard.
I have to have the
Nothing wrong
Matt?
with loving a kind of yarn.
Matt, that fisherman's wool felt's really nice.
It's really good stuff, and it's I want to say it's like has like it has like a coating on it though. Like, so it's like a little more waterproof or something. Like it's like a wax or something on it.
If it's not,
It might still have some of the lanolin in it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah.
that. If it's not superwash, it still has lanolin in it.
Yeah, I got some of that in the brown, and I just crocheted up big swatches of it and then washed it, put it through the washer a few times till it really felted up. And you can just literally cut it with scissors and it won't come apart.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
I really like this one. I really like this the way the hat came out, and the fisherman's wool I really like. It's really nice.
Matt, thank you and Rebecca for the candy.
Aha!
I'm still eating on it.
Oh, I had somebody was doing a fundraiser with that candy.
Oh, Seas Candy.
We
That
still
stuff is
Yeah,
that's
and I
the
wanted
best.
to order it, but it's like out of my price, but
yeah, we
you know,
still
my
have
price range.
Kevin
But
his.
it looks so good.
Teresa, you're welcome.
Yeah, Kevin will get a box of his.
What did Rebecca say?
She's saying she's got it now. She wants to send one to for Kevin.
Okay, anything but nuts and caramel. So the fluffy centers,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no caramel, no nuts, and he'll be in heaven.
yeah.
yeah. They have one. They had one. I know on the website that was like that.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have the?
Matt, I
I don't know
like these
how
little scissors.
I don't know how anybody cannot like caramel.
Where did he
Oh,
go?
Kevin doesn't like caramel?
I was gonna say I like those little
No.
scissors I won.
He doesn't like caramel.
Okay,
No caramel, no nuts.
okay.
Jen,
Matt.
you
I love these scissors I won from you guys.
Oh, right on.
I've got a pair just like that.
Yeah,
They
they
are good.
they work great. I keep them with this blanket.
Them are nice scissors.
Yeah, I won a little bag from them. It was from Rebecca's Advent calendar.
Yeah, here's the fisherman's wool that I used.
Yep, I love that stuff.
Hold on,
That
Matt.
looks nice.
Okay. I have some of that in my stash.
Nice.
I'm sure you have a lot of stuff in your stash.
Yeah, he hasn't even gotten through probably 3/4 of it.
Yeah, and the
That's
color
my guess.
the color wave on this is oak tweed.
And the reason I'm saying 3/4 is because he's got a lot up in the attic and he's got a lot in the extra room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those are nice scissors.
I've got a pair like that too.
And then there's this is the same pair. Do I have 5? Surely I don't. I have a lot of these little ones.
I was gonna say, because don't you usually give those in your boxes? Pair of scissors.
Yeah, but these are different. I didn't think I ordered 5 of the. I thought I ordered, I guess I didn't. Well, that's crazy. I didn't think I ordered that many of the same. But these are different. Because I always like to try different things. So there's those.
Oh, those are neat.
Those are cool.
Now, Matt, you're going to love these. Just because of the design.
Oh, that's so
Hey,
cool.
put me on.
Oh, my
put me
son
up
would
real
love them with
fast.
the guitar shape.
Put me up real fast.
My son is a guitar player.
I'm way ahead of you.
I
but
like that one, Matt.
Mine's a little bit different.
Yeah, so I saw it playing guitar, and I thought I got to have those scissors.
I need one. I need one because of my son.
So I've got them. I've got a pair too.
Where did you find them, Matt?
I thought I was surfing around on Amazon and saw them,
Okay.
and I was like, I gotta have the guitar scissors.
Yo.
But the ones I actually use the most are like the ones that Russ sent me. That was in his advent box. The
snips.
The snips. Those are the ones I use most of the time.
I wanted the snips in the box because, you know, they're really sharp. They're really sharp for one, and as, as flat as they are, you can get really close to something
Yeah,
without cutting.
that's why I like them.
And then I was thinking, it's like, okay, I didn't really care for the plastic thing that they come in, so I ordered the leather sheath to put them in. So they originally didn't come with the sheath. I bought the sheath separate and put the scissors in them just so nobody got poked or cut.
Oh, right on.
Nice, Russ.
Because I know I bought a pack of 3 of them. They were just silver. They weren't like the blue ones. Like you got. They were just silver ones, and they had like a full like little packet, the whole thing. And
yeah, well, these
I use those. Those are the ones I use all the time because they're nice and sharp.
I really like those.
And I gotta throw out a plug here real quick. If you guys haven't seen Linda's new video, go over to her channel and watch it. It's pretty cool.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
I'm glad you're enjoying the chocolate, Russ.
I'm sorry.
Russ, you're supposed to throw it to all of us.
There's some gifts I'm stingy on.
Oh, I know.
But I am sorry, everybody. But I had to have a couple pieces. Hello, Spring. And of course, Caramel, with it being chewy.
Hey, Spring. Come on. As I say, is she going to come up?
I don't know. Her husband might be at home.
No, they did get quite a bit of snow.
I really enjoyed your video, Linda, when you was painting your nails. that rocked. That right there rocked. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and include that segment in all of my videos. I'm trying to like think of just little things that I can do that are like quick little snippets, because as I was saying in my first video, I do a lot of patient ambassador work through Shriners Hospital when people find out that they're having children born without arms. They come to the hospital to get services for their child, but also to kind of get that connection to other families that have kind of lived the experience. Yeah. So since I was about 17 or 18 years old, I've been working as a patient ambassador to talk with other families and just kind of spend time at the hospital with people that might need some encouragement and a little bit of relief from the stress of like, what does the future hold for my child with such a dramatic disability?
That's great.
That's why your videos are very important, Linda, because you do some amazing, extraordinary stuff.
Yes.
And your videos will help somebody that does not have arms.
Well, and I think even just the idea of like adaptive life, sure, the people that are living the same circumstances that I am will garner a lot from the videos, but people that maybe weren't necessarily born with disability but came to disability either through injury or illness can see that whatever that injury or that illness was is not going to completely like obliterate their life. It's just a matter of finding tools and new methods to the things that you want to do to make it possible to do them in your new body.
But then it also educates the rest of the public about people like you with, missing limbs.
Right.
I mean, which is great because...
And it's something that like when I was a young adult, like college age, kind of venturing out into the world independently, I used to get really frustrated if people would come to me and think that whatever process I'm living through, they need to help me. And I had a hard time knowing at that age, like how to politely decline the assistance. there were times that I would be considered kind of unpleasant in my decline of what they were offering. But there have been times that somebody's tried to offer help to me and they end up making a bigger mess of the situation than if I had just been left to my own devices.
Mhm.
Doesn't, it didn't come
Thank
up.
you for putting that C's Candy link up.
Monday,
Thank you so much.
but it didn't show. If you just put here's a link to the Seas Candy. They did show it.
That was nice. I mean, it gave me an idea for what to do for this one.
The link for the candy is it's seascandy.com. It didn't when I put it up, it didn't post.
Type it up.
So, but that's the link for it.
C'scandy.com.
That's it.
Yeah, that get me in trouble with my doctor because it's like, yeah, I don't want to eat it all in, all
There you go.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, you might get in trouble there.
yeah, they have really good stuff.
Yeah, and that's why I said I wouldn't be able to hold back. And between my diabetes and also the transplant, if I ate that many, I'd be sick. And yeah, but I do love especially dark chocolate.
I can't. Yeah,
They have both dark and light.
they have dark.
and,
They have dark and light.
and
but-
white.
Yeah, and white chocolate.
The box that Matt and
I think
Rebecca
my
gave.
grandma was white chocolate.
The box that Matt and Rebecca gave me, it had both dark and milk chocolate in it. Oh my gosh, the best box ever.
That was the nuts and chews.
Yes, best box ever. Because I love dark chocolate and I love milk chocolate.
I used to like milk chocolate, but for some reason, it's too sweet.
Well, dark chocolate is better for you anyway.
Yes, yeah, they say health wise, yeah, dark chocolate is.
Hey, Russ,
Yes.
do you remember what the candy store down in Niles was?
Oh, Beanies.
Beanies, that's right.
It's still there.
Is it?
Yeah, they still make candy handmade.
Did somebody buy it?
No.
Last I knew, they were closing or selling it or something because they were retiring.
Well, their granddaughter, I think, took it over.
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Nice.
Well, that's good to know it's still in the family.
Yes, because
Kevin said that they did sell it, right? A while ago. But it's still in like the family.
Okay.
I know for us,
Hey, Kevin.
there's a
We
seed.
used to always go there when we'd go to visit my grandma,
Years old.
whenever we'd go to Niles. But I haven't been up to Niles in a while now.
Because we actually, it's kind of dangerous. We have a brick and mortar C's like a stone's throw away from us.
Oh, yeah,
That would be dangerous for us.
And
Yes,
then
I think you mentioned that, 'cause isn't that where you-
one of the grocery stores that actually carries the C's candy in the grocery store. So it's like
Our grocery stores around here carries the South Bend chocolate.
South Bend chocolate's pretty good.
The Seas is 100 years old.
I want to go on a tour through South Bend chocolate.
Do they do tours anymore?
Yes, they do.
Me, you, and Carmen should see about doing a tour, and
that'd be fun.
then we can go yarn shopping afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to come. You guys live too far away.
No, we don't. Carmen and Margaret just live 40 minutes from me.
Yeah, and I live 4 hours or something.
See,
Russ.
that's your problem.
Where do you live, Jen?
I live over by close to Dubuque, Iowa.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little north, like 40 minutes north in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
That's why I say I'm quite a bit. We used to live in Woodstock by Chicago, it would have been a lot closer to us. But we moved over here in '89 when I was 11.
Stevan says you guys don't know what you started by reminding me of them. I never heard of them until Matt and Rebecca told me about them, and they're like, "Well, haven't you ever had C's? Don't you know who they were?" And then
Yeah, we had C's Candy when I lived in Illinois. We had a brick and mortar store. I used to stop in there on the way to work.
Where
Because
did you live in
I
Illinois?
thought it was kind of a California thing, is what I thought it was. I didn't
No,
know it
no,
was it was that big.
I've not heard of them, and I've been in Michigan, and I've never seen C's Candy.
Yeah, they actually started in Canada.
Wow.
Margaret, where were you in Illinois?
I was in Justice. Have you Bridgeview?
Yeah, we're approximately in the state.
Kind of southwest.
I was up northwest of
suburbs of Chicago.
What?
Southwest suburbs of Chicago.
So you were just north of me, or I was just north of you, because I was in Woodstock.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know where Toyota Stadium, where they play the Chicago Fire soccer team?
No, like I said, we moved up here in '89.
Oh, okay.
I knew where Soldier Field was. I don't know if
that's downtown Chicago.
Yeah, because that was by all the museums. That's what I loved about being in grade school. It was going to Chicago for our field trips, and then also going to the field trips up in Milwaukee to the museums and the zoos.
Yeah, Liz grew up in Lansing.
East Lansing?
And she's never heard of them either.
I lived really close to East Lansing when I was growing up. I was like right on the border of Lansing and East Lansing.
Yeah, Lene, I know they have them up in Washington. When I lived up there, I remember there was one. There was one in Seattle.
No, it didn't happen in Canada.
I don't remember any being in Portland, but I didn't go all over, and that was in 2001, 2002. So they could have them now.
Yeah, I am very thankful for you and Rebecca to send me that candy. Thank you guys. Oh my God.
Now he's going to be expecting you guys to send it to him a lot, Matt. You created a monster.
Well, I've got the website, so
Oh, thank God.
Why does Tippy like C's?
Actually, I have to keep it away from her because of the chocolate. But
yeah, no chocolate.
Oh, I knew that, but the CEO does the.
Trust me, she does sniff the box.
She probably would help him buy for him and Kevin. But yeah, unfortunately, she wouldn't be able to taste them.
But she does sniff the box, and she'll paw at it, and she'll sniff, and it's like, no.
Oh yeah, that's what these two will do. Anything. So I usually let them smell what I'm eating.
Thank you,
That way they're not in my face.
Rebecca corrected it after she told me. She's like, no, it was LA. And I'm like, oh.
No. I said the person who invented C's, they were Canadian.
They were Canadian.
Yeah, they were Canadian.
But it started in LA.
No, it started in the United States.
Yeah, in LA.
No.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, okay. But they were Canadian, born in 18-something.
Because the picture on the box is the lady.
Yes. That was her.
Yeah, that's the lady.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the big two as far as that goes is C's and Godiva. But I don't care for Godiva that much.
Oh.
Godiva lost there's something about the quality in Godiva that got lost, and their prices are went up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't we have a Godiva here?
No, we
Oh,
get
what's-
it, but
What's the one here in Lakewood?
When I lived in Illinois,
The little one?
there was a little mom and pop grocery store a few blocks from my house that they would get a lot of like imported, like Polish and I don't know what, I think mainly Polish chocolate, and it was so good.
Oh.
I mean, European chocolate is
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh my God, so much better than American chocolate. In fact, my sister lives over in Scotland, and she used to send my mom and I Kit Kat bars from Scotland,
So different.
and they are so much better than American Kit Kat bars. It's like, oh my God.
that's
It's not
why
even the same candy bar.
Yeah, I went to an Asian market, I don't remember how many months ago, and did get some Kit Kats. And they definitely are different because I don't think they were as sweet. And they
My
were milk
sister,
chocolate.
my sister and brother-in-law went to Japan. They went to Tokyo, and there's a store in Tokyo that is a Kit Kat store.
Yeah, because they've got lots of flavors. I
oh,
mean, they
And
only
if you
have
can
probably 5
imagine,
of them.
if you can imagine a flavor of Kit Kats,
Mhm.
they probably have it in that store.
Yeah, like wasabi and yeah. I
Yeah.
don't remember which ones I saw
Crazy
at the
stuff,
store. Yeah. And they had like 5 of them, so I couldn't imagine all the.
because there's a Japanese store like near us. We're pretty lucky because we have like all kinds of stuff like around us.
Mhm.
There's a Japanese store and they have like weird flavors of Kit Kats, like green tea and like
Yeah,
other
that's a
stuff.
lot of the
It's like
green tea and
that's
different
like,
stuff.
but I haven't tried any of them.
Lene, no, there is no yarn that I don't say no to. Now there's some yarns I don't care for, and that would be Noro. Noro is one that I don't care for, but I'm not saying that I wouldn't have Noro. You know what I mean? To me, yarn's yarn. I I'm not a bougie yarn all the way guy. I'm not the bottom end of the spectrum either. I love all yarn, and I have a ton of Red Heart coming from Yarn Inspirations. So be on the lookout for that video.
I want to go to my local yarn store that's in Dubuque, Yarn Soup, and actually see the yarns like the Noru. Because if she sells it, but I want to feel it because it's like, I know different ones like it and different ones don't because of the texture. But I know she'd have a lot of those other yarns that, I haven't seen, like in all of Matt's
Well, that's Cadbury.
videos.
That's Cadbury. But Jen, if you don't like really, there's a lot of different Noros.
Yeah, and that's why I
But
want
if
to see
you-
them
if-
because
Like there's the 100% wool ones they're really rough. I mean, it's really pretty stuff, and it works up well, but it's really rough.
yeah, just like I said, I want to
Matt,
see her
the
yarn
last
store 'cause I
time
haven't
my
actually
mom went,
been to her.
the
What?
last time my mom went to Scotland, my sister took her around to some of the woolen mills, and she ended
That
up
would have been
buying
fun.
a second suitcase to bring her yarn stash home in.
Well,
Oh,
I had
You
to buy
wanna- You want to talk about some rough wool,
Wow.
I
that's
would imagine.
rough stuff, but pretty yarn, really pretty yarn. But I've still got some of it. I've got some pink and I've got some natural, and I want to dye them. And I'm hoping maybe that doing some dyeing on them will maybe soften them up a little. Fingers crossed.
Well, it could be if when you wash them, they soften up. I mean,
Yeah, might.
you might have to, because I know like the Nora we had, We had to wash it a couple of times before it actually started to soften up. So it may be like
And how
the
did you
same.
wash it, Matt?
With the washing machine.
No, I mean, because would it felt
Would it
I'm
what?
just giving you a hard time,
the
Jen.
Noro?
No, I made a scarf out of it.
No,
And
okay. After you washed it,
the scarf came out really pretty, but we actually had to wash it a couple of times, like hand wash it in
that soap?
wool soap.
Yeah,
That's
like the
the
soap you
packet
sent.
that we sent you.
Yep.
We had to wash it a couple of times before it started to soften up.
Wow.
You
Yeah, I
know,
got
it was just
ones
a
you
little,
sent
it
me,
was
and then I got the
a
ones
little
that came
rough.
with that Queensland yarn.
The Queensland, yeah, that's
Yeah, I got the Queensland lamb's wool and cotton, I believe it was.
yeah,
That I think I sent the picture to you.
yeah.
Is that pretty and soft?
I like the Queensland foursome, where it had 4 colors in the cake.
Ooh.
I think
And
that might be what I had.
but the purpose of me showing this big Cadbury bar was because this did not come from the United States.
No.
That's from Australia.
This come from Australia.
Oh, I had a nice
So
big heart tin with a whole bunch of their like candies, all like caramels, and I don't remember what all they were, that I got in Ireland.
Yeah, the Queensland that's Rebecca's favorite.
I love.
I was
I don't.
seeing her finish shawl. Did she finish it in that striped one?
Don't go there, Jen. That's a sore subject.
Oh, okay. Because she had that really pretty. That's how come I got the Queensland yarn, was seeing her, with the few that she got.
Well, she's been working on it, and she's frogged it a few times, and she's
It happens, Rebecca.
yarn barf because
Because of frogging it, yeah. Anytime you frog something, you get yarn barf.
Yeah, so
it does not fail.
It's been because it was so light but
I had to frog it.
up.
It happens, Rebecca. But it's still pretty.
That's so pretty.
Oh,
I
come
love
on.
it. I like the colors. Oh, and that's what you got left? You're almost
Gorgeous.
done? Yay! Yeah, it is pretty.
I love that. And that's Queensland yarn.
Yes, and it's really soft. I mean, it's cotton.
Yeah, I think yours was all cotton, where I found one because it was on sale at my yarn store, and I think I might have got it for discount with my birthday. I don't remember. But it was a really nice yarn.
Yeah, I like that.
It just
That's a
happens
beautiful
to be in my
blanket.
tote under my table right now, so I can't pull it out. I just got done with being halfway. Yay!
Hey, Matt, you guys are muted, it looks like.
Because
I
it
couldn't
said,
hear any.
because
Couldn't hear
it
anybody say
said the like it muted, like I was muted by the like Russ.
No, I didn't mute you. I promise.
Yeah, he won't mute us.
So I made a hat.
Oh, that's pretty.
That goes with the other blanket that I made.
Oh, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Bucket hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. That's a
I
nice
got my
hat.
bucket hat that I made of yarn from
Yeah.
Russ. I got for Christmas or something last year. I don't remember what it was from.
Let's see. Liz, Red Heart Super Saver. At Yarn Inspirations, they have a 35.3 ounce skein of it, 1,855 yards for $10.25. It's on sale right now. It's select colors, but they have a lot of colors to choose from.
Here, toss me
What's
the
that?
Mexican.
Oh, no, no.
Why?
Because it's not the.
Oh yeah, I gotta go. That's right. This side is the side that's gonna stay.
Speaking of like colorful,
Yes.
this is one of my favorite blankets that um that Becky did or Rebecca.
Oh, that's so pretty.
That is gorgeous.
Wow.
What yarn was it, Rebecca?
Everything.
Yeah, it was everything.
Oh, it was like your scraps.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that turned out beautiful.
It was.
That's why I was asking because I was hoping it was a color.
It was everything from but all fours, right?
Yeah, it was all for
Yeah, you don't want to
right.
mix 4s and 3s, or
Yeah, I just.
otherwise your blanket turns out wonky.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they're all the same. Yeah, and I made one for my daughter too.
Yeah, so that's one of my
And
favorite
it's so
ones.
warm.
Looks like it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's beautiful.
So I told I want to make one for my daughter. I mean, for my sons, my two sons also.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever have enough leftover yarn to make anything.
I got a lot of leftover yarn in a box I put somewhere,
Uh-huh.
and I was going to get rid of. But now that there's the Boggy Creek, I'm like, I got to pull that back out and get it with all my stash, because then I can make scrap blankets. Because my family doesn't like to receive stuff. Most of my family.
Yeah, they didn't. At first.
Yeah, at first they didn't like even my son.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about like the bougie blanket, I'm gonna start working on.
Oh yeah, the one that he bought the yarn so you can make it.
Well, he bought one skein of the color.
Yeah, but at least he picked out the
And it's
color.
like-
You just didn't realize how much it took.
and he's like, can you make a blanket, Dad? And I'm like,
Hi, Pumpkin. Do you want to say hi?
Appreciate it more.
and now since we've been doing stuff that like they're finally giving in to having us like give them blankets and
Was
scarves.
that Panda though? Because I know Panda likes to be on your. Oh, I was gonna say hi to Pumpkin, but she just left.
Oh.
So she just left. She could have said hi to everybody.
So Jen, what are you working on?
Yeah, what are you working on, Jen?
Like corner to corner for Boggy.
Ah,
So now it's since I've done with the orange, now I got to go back and create now on the sides. Go back and make it square this way.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Well, that's kind of like the blanket Matt has over here, but it's not. It's a chevron. The colors, they're pretty.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the fall colors from Russ that he sent. Because he sent me 2 different colorways for blankets to send. Because I said I could do a couple. I didn't want to like try to do 5 when, yeah.
for the Mexican blanket,
Uh-huh.
what stitch did you use?
It's just a single stitch.
A single crochet?
Yeah, you got to do a single crochet for those. You can do a double crochet, but for that blanket, single stitch.
Yeah, she did a single crochet for that one.
I've
That's
got
like
a
my least
few.
favorite.
I've got one that I'm making for my grandpa part of it was yarn from Russ and part of it was yarn I bought. And it's single crochet and it's I think a 3. So I use a smaller hook. And so I got to put that down at times.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
single
remember-
crochet is, yeah. And then I've got like a towel I'm making on the single.
Mm-hmm.
The single
I know
is very easy.
I know she spent quite a while making that blanket.
Yeah, it took me a
And there
long
was a
time.
lot of color. Like we had like
Holes everywhere.
partial skeins of like all those colors like all over the place.
Well, that's nice that you can make something like that and just make.
Yeah, it came out. That was
Came out pretty.
and that was actually one of her first blankets.
That's great.
That's what I'm working on, Gateway. It's a scarf for Kevin.
What pattern are you using for it,
It's
Russ?
just stockinette.
Oh my gosh, Bernice just spent $78 on C's candy.
Oh my God.
It's easy to do though.
Sorry for it.
Doesn't take long to spend that much.
That's
Yeah,
like
Russ
that's like
and Matt and Rebecca and even Margaret are all enablers.
one
of that
box
See's
is
candy.
like the 2-pound box is like $50.
Is how much?
It's like I want to say it's like in the 50 for the 2-pound box.
I know. I saw in the
Yeah.
for that fundraiser. It was like, oh wow, I wanted to try to order, but it's like, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
I'm not that desperate for See's candy that I could spend a good
Yeah,
chunk
we
of my
only
budget.
usually have it at the holidays.
Yeah.
It's usually a big holiday
We
thing.
try to limit
That's
But
nice.
it's a good treat though for the holiday.
Yeah, when you can get a treat.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful because it is pricey. But if you do it for special occasions, it makes the special occasions really nice.
My mom used to get it every year.
Yeah,
for
we
the
used to
holidays.
Christmas and Easter is when
Yeah,
we would get it.
Easter too. They have Easter, special Easter boxes for the kids
Oh, nice.
and for the family.
Oh, I remember when I don't think they have them anymore, or at least they're not done in the same way. I remember my mom, my grandmother,
They
my
used to
aunt,
mix.
and my great grandmother at Easter would get these. It was C's, and there were these Rocky Road eggs,
Yeah,
and they were like that,
yeah.
Wow.
like and round, like they were round, like round. They were like
Wow.
they were huge. And they
were
would have these. It was like Rocky Road with the walnuts and the marshmallow in it. That was they used to get those every Easter.
Oh, that sounds so good, Matt.
They have different.
You're making me hungry for chocolate, and I don't have any here.
You know what I used to love and they don't make them anymore? The Dove truffle eggs.
Yes.
Yes.
I was so mad when they stopped making those things. It's like they do not know what they did.
If it's chocolate, I'm a Lindt guy.
Yeah, I like Lindt.
I
The
love
Dove truffle eggs were pretty darn good.
because Lindt chocolate bought out Ghirardelli, which is like local, like Bay Area thing.
Oh, I didn't know that, Matt. I didn't know Ghirardelli bought Lindt.
No, other way around.
Oh, Lindt bought Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
I didn't know. I still, either way, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Lindt chocolate is the parent company. Oh, speak of the devil, and he will appear.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hey! Yay, Craig!
I guess what?
Guess what?
I just woke up again.
Oh, we did too.
I know I'm a sleepy, good for nothing, deadbeat spider. What can I say?
That's what I
You know,
am most
once in a
days,
while,
Craig,
you
so
just
don't
have
feel
to have
bad.
days like that.
No, this not having days like that. No, this is my
Daily routine.
well, no, I was gonna say
Your
not
default.
my autopilot, my default setting.
Yeah, that's same with me. Sleep. Because I woke up at noon and caught he was on.
Well, because I woke up, sort of like 3-ish, and the first thing I saw in my messenger box was the link, and I'm like, it's morning, even though it was 3. And I'm like, okay, let me get my coffee going, and and then I popped on YouTube on my TV, and I'm like, oh, it's still going. I'm like, okay. I mean, I got the bed head just like I did yesterday. I did shower and change since. I'm wearing my Hellfire Club shirt. I'm one of the cool kids. But no, this is all part of being nocturnal. I'm sure that some of you can respect that.
Yep.
So
I know that all too well.
yeah. Well, now see, now we're out of sync, my dear Russ, because now, like, when I'm getting going, you're like, good night. I'm like,
Well, just change your schedule to fit mine.
you're right, because everything is about you, Russ. We know.
Well, see, at least you realize this.
So what time do you normally get up, Russ, when you have to work now that the schedule's changed?
Between 7 and 9.
That's
And what
when I
time
went to sleep.
would you have to go to work?
And I have to leave the house at 12:30
I know. I saw.
because we start work at 2.
Okay.
But I'm an hour away from work. So
Yeah, that's why you got to give that extra hour and a half so you can get there.
I always give myself an extra half hour because you never know when you're going to get stopped by a train or there's an accident and you have to reroute
Or you
Or
hit
the
a
roads are
deer.
icky.
or you hit a deer.
Yep.
Or deer
Hopefully
hit
you don't
you.
hit any more of those,
Right.
Russ, 'cause you don't need a new car.
Oh, I was so mad that day.
Well, see, that's the thing. They don't stop to, like, trade insurance or
No.
they just
No,
bolt.
they're not good
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
I
my
had a
son
run in
had
with a
that, but
whole herd of deer once.
Oh
I was
no.
driving in my development, and all of a sudden I noticed it out of the corner of my eye. There's a whole herd of them running alongside of my car. And I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. Then they decided to make a beeline right in front of my car all at the same time. Legs were flying. They were all freaking out, of course, and then they all ran off. And then they took the housing off of my side view mirror off. They didn't go through the windshield. They all ran. I guess they were fine. But
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, we have regular deer accidents out here. My son hit one this summer with his old car and it took out his radiator. Luckily, that was like the only damage he had.
that is lucky.
But then
Um,
that car went to crap and he bought a 2017 Subaru Legacy, which it's a nice bougie car because it's got the heated seats. It's
That's too bougie. See, I don't like my butt to be warm.
I have to
I
turn it
agree.
down
It's
or
a
turn
weird
it off,
sensation.
depending on if it's too hot.
What are you working on, Craig?
You'll find out.
Oh, it's for something new on the channel. Nice.
You'll find out.
Oh,
Fair
well,
question.
somebody was just asking what you were working on.
No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. But you will find out. If you ask a fair question, you get a fair answer.
Mhm.
But no, I was doing more work on that interlocking blanket that I showed yesterday. I was doing more work on that last night. And I'm sorry, I'm just in the process of waking up, not with folders in my cup, but
Do you got a cup of coffee, Craig?
Steven Silver says,
right here.
Yay, you got your coffee.
Oh yeah. This is my TARDIS mug.
here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Love,
cool.
love
Love-
Doctor Who. But of course my favorite,
Really?
let's see. How many of you know who my favorite doctor is? I've mentioned him a bunch of times. Who's my favorite doctor? It's okay if you don't know.
Woo!
The one
Doctor
that gave
Who?
you your colonoscopy.
I beg your pardon?
The one that gave you your
We don't like our
colonoscopy.
colonoscopy docs.
It's not Kevorkian, is it?
Didn't he
Russ.
die?
Russ, you and I will talk later.
Oh, you talking about the new one that gave you your prostate exam?
Oh, you mean Russ?
I came on for this. If I want
know, he's
abuse,
being like,
Russ,
yeah, he's being
Russ,
crazy.
Russ, if I want abuse, I will wait for my mom to come home from playing Mexican Train, and I will go ask for her assistance.
What doctor, Craig?
Dr. Seuss.
No. Doctor Who.
Who?
Which
Doctor
Doctor Who? No, which? Because there's like
Oh,
over
I
a
didn't
dozen of
know.
them.
I named 2 doctors and you didn't like either
You
one.
did say before.
I was saying which Doctor? Which Doctor Who?
Doctor.
Oh, which doctor? The original one.
You mean the absolute first? No.
Yeah.
No.
How many have there been?
Oh God, I want to say like at least a dozen.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you
can't
guys
remember who
knew.
you
I
said
thought
before.
I honestly thought you guys knew more about Doctor Who. I'm sorry
I'm not
for
a
assuming.
Doctor Who fan, so
No, I know I have family that are like really big into Doctor Who.
Well,
I
I'm not
know-
a hardcore, but when I was a wee bitty spider, I grew up watching it because it was on I believe like channel 13 or 21. It was like one of those public broadcasting
Yes,
stations.
yeah. That's where I
And
watched it.
they played a lot of BBC stuff. And so my absolute favorite Doctor Who was played by Tom Baker. And he had this crazy curly hair and he had this really long striped garter stitch scarf. And he was always offering people jelly babies. It's like somebody's trying to kill him. Would you like a jelly baby? You know. And he was just so plucky and witty. And actually, the same actor played the Marsh Wiggle Puddleglum in the BBC adaptation of the Chronicles of Narnia: The Silver Chair.
I like a lot of the BBC's like crime shows, like crime series. Like I just got done watching Missing You on Netflix.
And so that was my favorite Doctor, because he was so much fun, And
I used to love to watch Doctor Who and Monty Python.
The Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yeah.
Gotta love that.
Did I not send you
Nobody
Doctor Who?
expects the
I
Spanish.
sent you a Doctor Who notions bag, did I not?
Me?
Yeah.
I thought it was David Tennant.
I remember I did get, it was like a handmade bag with like leather at the bottom.
And
And
it was Doctor Who on the front.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it was it was a bunch of TARDISes. It was
I think
fabric.
you did. It's just I'm sorry. I'm still in the process of waking up. You'll have to forgive me.
We need to get him some really strong, like espresso or whatever, that the real strong stuff, so he wakes up.
I'm sorry. It's okay,
Craig.
Well, actually, I do have a coffee. It's called Death Wish.
Ooh.
And I have
that
another one.
Sounds
It's
like
called.
It's a death wish, there, Craig.
There's another one. It's called Biohazard, if I'm not mistaken. And those are like mega caffeine. They're good, but those give me the jitters.
Yeah.
Have you tried Wake the Hell Up coffee?
Pardon?
Have you tried Wake the Hell Up?
Well, if I want that, I'll just say, I'll wait for my mom again to,
It's literally the name of the brand of coffee, and I'm very caffeine sensitive, so I stay far, far, far away from that. But I got it for my husband, and then they also make hot chocolate, which I got for my son. That was a bad idea. Caffeinated sugar. Let's have fun.
Well, actually, if you ever tried chocolate covered espresso beans, those are the devil's playground.
Yes. Yeah, mine is Cafe Bustelo or Cubita.
The Wake the Hell Up has
Those
some
are the
good,
two that
some
those
good
are the
flavors.
two that
Not that I really taste the flavors, but when they are brewing, they smell really good.
By the way, I must say, Linda, I am so proud of you for getting back onto the YouTube streets.
I put myself under like small goals. My goal for the first 6 months right now is just to try and do one video every week. It's doable, it's digestible, like, and we'll just reevaluate in 6 months and go from there.
Yeah, no, because I understand how hard it is to get back into a groove once you fell out of the groove.
And I never really got into a groove, and I was like, what am I doing?
Well, no, I'm really happy because I saw that you posted another video just yesterday.
Yep.
And you posted another one not that long ago before that. The only thing I was upset about was, I can't remember if it was this video I was just mentioning. It was not the last one, but the one before. There was no audio for when you were doing your crocheting.
Yeah, I wasn't talking, so I just like cut the audio out altogether so that if there was any background noise, like
it's ASMR.
Like, well, no, the background noise in my house is not necessarily anything anybody wants to hear, you know, like toilets flushing and bathroom situations happening, and yeah, it's just
people, you know it, but that's water music. That's ambiance.
It's supposed to be meditative.
You know, like, I mean, I listen to the snow falling every night on my phone, not in person. You know, it actually has a sound. And either that or, you know, rain. There's an app, Headspace. I go to sleep to that every night or morning. You know.
Do you even have snow yet, Craig?
We got, again, flurries. We got shortchanged again. You know, I moved my car into the driveway on the off chance that we would have to have it, you know, plowed or whatever. No. Nope. Still shortchanged. I feel so slighted.
We haven't had much either, other than the one time we got like 2 to 4 inches.
So Craig, if I send you the unedited versions, you'll find out really fast why I edit out the sound. You know, random flatulence from my housemates just happening in the background.
Well, you know, I mean,
you never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of random flatulence at this house.
Okay, like you could then put like a little captioning, sort of like what they do in Wild Kingdom. You know, listen to the mating call of the wildebeest.
Or like on the old Batman. Where it had,
I would definitely have to put disclosure to say,
yeah.
Definitely have to put disclosure and say random noises in background are not of my making.
You know, like, no, you could totally make that part of the shtick. You could make it work for you. Work it, girl.
I always have to make an announcement to my cohabitants, like, I'm making a video, so if you don't want to be embarrassed, make sure that you're not in the background doing anything that might be embarrassing.
Right. Well, I mean, but that's exactly what I have to do when I'm doing like a video in the kitchen, where I'm like, okay, you say you don't want to be on camera. That means you have to make yourself scarce, you know, because I have to do this. This is work. This is not me just goofing off. No, this is work. So I respect the fact that you don't want to be on camera. Therefore, be scarce. Otherwise, you will show up, you know, in your big, you know, robe and jammies and so forth, you know.
Yeah, I have to tell my son, mom's on, you know, on a live chat, or mom's making a video, so, you know, don't come up here.
You know, it's like at your own risk kind of thing. So I understand what it's like, because I mean, like around the holidays, I posted less. I was still posting, but a lot less, and I sort of got like comfortable not doing anything. I mean, I was still working behind the scenes, you know, but I wasn't actively, you know, like posting my usual. And so I was just, I'm saying I know what it's like, you know, because you get like comfortable and you're like,
yeah,
I don't feel like doing anything, you know, and it's an easy trap to get into.
Yeah,
and you've definitely developed like who you are as a YouTube presence, and I guess that was like where I was trying to find my niche and figure out like who is Linda Lukmano Hands in this YouTube space. And so I started without really having that figured out. So then that's when like the whole thing kind of fell apart. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to take some time, figure out what I want to be in this space. And once I had that figured out, now I'm like, okay, now that I have the fleshed out idea of who it is, now I can create.
Craig,
Yes.
guess who come back to YouTube streets?
Okay, my first guess based on that would be Mr. Yarny Pants.
No.
Oh, that's a shame because I miss him. Because he was a lot of fun, and he was on, then he was off, then he was on, then he was off, and I haven't seen him in ages. I loved the work that he did, with vets and mental health and so forth. I loved that aspect. Go ahead.
Greg from Paraphrase Crochet.
Really? How's he doing?
Well, he put out a first video. He put out a first video. Comments are turned off, so you can't.
Still paraphrase?
No.
Can somebody share his link?
I did share his link earlier today.
I mean, I can't see it right now. I'm just wondering what his name of his channel is.
It looks like he's got 5 videos up.
I'm so glad he's back.
I
mean, I felt so bad for him that he was getting bullied and stuff, and
share
because I know he struggles.
link.
I think with some, I think he might struggle with some depression or something, because I know he's mentioned different stuff on his.
Okay, I just reposted his channel.
Yep. I'm gonna have to turn you on.
I just don't understand why people have to be mean.
Yeah, I mean, there's
so many other things to do with your energy and your time.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't, if your thing isn't, whatever, then why do you have to pick on them?
Yeah, why pop into somebody's thing
And just start
and
bashing them and everything? It's like,
and bashing everybody, and then
I mean, because Craig, or not Craig,
just to get like blocked.
yeah, because I know Greg would get that at work and around, just in his daily life. And so to come on YouTube, and have others, do it, I think I know he struggled.
Well, I think it boils down to what I was saying just the other day about anonymity. Because I was on with Juan, because he did a stream. Like after Russ, you had your stream. Juan was doing a stream and he invited me on. And one of the things that we were talking about was how some people, they just love the anonymity of YouTube. And so they say whatever they want. I mean, granted, I get some really lovely, awesome, supportive, wonderful comments. And then I get some that are not.
Oh man.
And the thing is that as content creators, just like if you're like a public speaker or anybody in the public eye, you have to try your best to develop a thicker skin. Otherwise it will break you. And I'm not saying that what they're doing is permissible. I'm just saying that, we have to like rise to that challenge. We don't have to retaliate, but we have to rise to the challenge and be like, you know what? You can't please everybody all the time. And there will be people out there that are going to try to smack you down, even if it's not whether they like your content or not. No, they just want to just go stir the stuff just for the sake of stirring the stuff. And the thing is that if anything, I think that with our channels, our content creation, we're actually, producing something that's worthwhile, and we're building up a community. There are so many channels out there that they don't do anything constructive or creative or productive or, overall like good, with an intention of good. There was unfortunately I think he was a TikToker who got himself into some deep poop because he was the kind of TikToker, YouTuber, whatever, that would do pranks. And they were very malicious pranks. And he was doing it for internet clout. You know, he was trying to do it to get views. And he kept doing these more and more outrageous things so that he could get more and more views. But all he ended up doing was getting himself into prison.
Oh,
His latest stunt was going into a Walmart, going to the produce section, and spraying everything down with bug spray.
Oh.
He was poisoning all of the produce with insect spray. And he was filming himself doing this. It was bad enough that he did it, but he was filming himself doing it with this big S-eating grin on his face. Look at me.
What
You
an
know,
idiot.
what
yeah,
an
so
idiot.
he
What
got
the
himself
hell
into
is he
trouble. And
doing?
also, not even just the produce. He was even like spraying down the rotisserie chickens.
Oh
He
my
was,
God.
yeah. And of course, the store immediately caught on to this and they took
Oh,
everything
I'm so
away.
glad they did.
But I mean, that's malicious intent to harm. That's
Yeah,
vandalism.
and I'm glad he
That's,
got. Yeah, I'm glad
yeah.
he
Oh,
got in
you got,
trouble.
well, the thing is,
And got in jail.
Yeah,
we
That's
we
nasty.
as a species, we haven't really gotten much smarter because he did all these things and he filmed himself doing this. So the prosecutor side had tons of ammunition against him for previous behavior, like
Yep.
going into a fast food restaurant with a bag of ice and then dumping the bag of ice into the deep fryer.
Oh, stupid.
How did he get back there?
He just walked right in nonchalantly.
Stupid.
Yeah. Or taking bungee cords with hooks on them and looping them through the handles of a business and locking people in with them. And then saying, you can't get out. Ha! You know, like, yes, people do content like that, thinking that that's how they're going to get ahead in their 15 minutes of fame, and they're clout chasers, and they're destructive and they're malicious. And yet we're the ones getting trash talk. We're bringing something good to the community, something
Yeah.
productive, something creative, constructive, you know, where we try to do good things, you know, with each other. You know, we're an inclusive
Yeah.
environment. You know, we try, you know, to get along with everybody, you know, and then you have characters like
Like
that.
that. Yeah.
I mean, I saw one that these guys were the same kind of thing, was a prank thing. And they went into the supermarket and they were like, they like spit and stuff and like were taking bites out of like produce and stuff and
Yep.
like a handful of ice cream, like not
Oh
like,
my.
you know, and doing it was just like, what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
see,
one thing for
Like, what
pranking
the
and
hell
one
is
thing
funny
for
about that?
like that.
you know, I think, I guess it sort of boils down to, it's like, were you born before or after the internet? Like, were you born before or after the invention of smartphones? Because when people are like born with them, it's become like an appendage, and they think that, you know, being seen on YouTube or TikTok or Kick or
Yeah.
whatever, that's the most important thing. Being famous for whatever reason, as long as they can get attention, they think that's the most important thing, not how you get the attention. It's like there's
Yeah.
that expression, no news is like, you know, no new, like bad news is like bad publicity is good publicity kind of thing. No, not
No,
necessarily.
because yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
these
how
people
many
have like millions of views, but for the wrong reasons.
how many YouTubers and TikTokers have committed suicide because of everything?
Well, and the one that gets me, because
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bring down the conversation. I'm sorry.
No, it's something that
I
yeah.
was brought up. I was brought up kind of old school, and like what really gets me is you have these videos and there's like 5 people beating up on one person.
Mm.
There's like 5, 6 people sitting there videotaping it, and it's like,
Yeah.
What the heck are you doing?
All the people
Pull them
beating up
apart. Do something
plus
like
those filming
do
But
something.
should go
actually,
to jail.
Matt, the what you just said though, that is very reminiscent of there was that case where there was a woman in a courtyard who was getting attacked, and all the neighbors came to the window, but not one of them helped. And that was decades ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was like the
Gervaisi?
60s or the 50s.
Yeah,
That was
the
a long
Gervaisi.
time ago.
The Gervaisi, the girl that she was going home from work.
I don't remember the specifics, but I remember it was that phenomenon, the bystander
Yeah,
phenomenon.
I've seen that on crime shows.
And so the thing is, I think this is
Genovese or
just
Gervaisi.
sort of like a vamping up of that phenomenon
Yeah.
where everything has become content, unfortunately. And because we've
Mhm.
spent so much time watching screens that we filter what we see in the world through a screen, and it becomes a form of content. Entertainment, content, it's all the same thing in a lot of people's minds. But the thing is, the content that we produce is much more of a constructive, ilk, nature, whatever you want to call it. It has some merit, it has some value. And, I don't understand the rift, the very stark dichotomy between different types, I guess, because they do that for entertainment, but what's entertaining about it? I don't know. Maybe I'm an old fuddy-duddy. It's like, you're getting old when the music's too loud. You're using expressions like these kids today, or when I was your age, or everybody drives too fast. It's like, you're getting old when.
Mm. Well, I know that one thing you were talking about. It's what they said is the bystander effect, because there was how many neighbors heard her screaming and did not go out to try to find out what was going on.
Yeah.
They just ignored it because they're like, it's not me. Which is really sad because she probably could have made it. I mean, she was trying to get help.
So I'm sorry if I.
No,
How's everybody doing?
I'm like Rebecca and I have been.
Well, I hope you do well, JBs. I hope it works out for you.
You and Rebecca's doing what, Matt?
I said, Rebecca and I have been lucky because we haven't had any stupid comments or
give it time.
I'm sure we're gonna get some, but we've been lucky in that
We have
respect.
great monitors.
I get them on my Facebook pages because I have my cat page and then a page just to help share my story with my lungs and stuff. And you can get them on there or on just regular Facebook. But so far, I haven't got them on my channel. But I've only got 100 or 101 subscribers and 23,000 something views.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm doing it because I have 100 subscribers and like tons of views. But I know I've got the yarn shopping content, the few videos that I've done, just me talking, and then a lot of my kitties, which I think kitties and the yarn content is what sold the channel.
Well, I mean, it definitely
they
gives
tend to be
Russ's
the
channel a
bigger
boost.
views.
Russ's kids. Everybody loves the kids.
Yeah, they're my kids too.
And I
Uh-huh.
know for us when Paco's, when I'm holding Paco, everybody,
You have to
We're like, oh, Paco!
Who doesn't love animals?
Yeah.
Hand me her.
Paco's so cute.
The monitors help you keep
The-
abreast.
that's one thing though. I remember my grandmother telling me when I was young, you can tell how a person is. You can tell how a person is the way they treat treat an animal.
And not only that, animals can sense good people because I've had animals
Oh,
come up to me and
hello,
say,
Miss Kitty.
oh,
Hey,
there's my
Tippy.
Tippy. There's my niece. Hi, Tippy Tippy.
Go back to bed. Go
See,
back to sleep.
I wonder how your grandmother would judge me based on how I react to animals.
Well,
Because
if you've got like an allergy or something, that's something else. But
right. See, the thing is, like, I don't engage with them. I just sort of like, I'm like, hello. And then I just sort of keep to myself, you know, like I don't pet them. I don't snuggle with them as much as it kills me not to, you know, like I just sort of like, I tuck my hands and my arms into my sleeves
yeah,
and
but you don't go out of your way to
Yeah.
like do something bad to an animal.
oh, heck no.
No.
That's
Heck
kind of what she
no.
was. That's what more of what
Yeah.
she was
Well, there's
referring
a
to.
lot of people like walking their dogs and stuff. And like, I'll ask, if the dog is like looking at me, if I can pet them before I go to pet them, because it's like sometimes owners don't want you
Right.
Yeah,
petting their dogs.
Or sometimes the dog is like very
Skittish
protective
and
of the
stuff. Yeah.
owner, or sometimes they have, a history and they're scared, or, you can't assume anything. So you always ask,
Yeah.
yeah.
always.
And some of
It's
the
Yeah.
respect.
service dogs, they don't want you to.
Exactly.
You can't when they're in their
You don't
vest.
want. They don't want you to mess with them.
Yeah.
When they're in their vest. But you can always ask the owner, because if it's like the sitting and whatever, and then what the owner will need to do is either take their, I don't know if they take the vest off, or you tell them that they can, that you can pet them. I don't
It's a
remember what.
respect thing,
Yeah.
Respect the animal, respect the owner. It's like somebody
Because
has a child. You don't all of a sudden go up and pet the child,
no.
like you don't pick up the child and go, oh, would you? It's like, no, you respect other people,
It's just like touching
their children,
the pregnant
their
mom's
Exactly.
pets,
stomach.
Goodness.
You never assume anything. Respect people and their boundaries and their space and their values. Respect people.
Mhm.
Nothing too difficult about that, in theory.
Yeah, I've had my two outside before, and I've let the neighbors know, because I know they like kitties, and I've let them know you can't pet them. Just don't pet. Like if it's Jethro, my boy, my brown one, he doesn't like his belly touched, and he's not one for a lot of petting. But my pumpkin, my girl, she loves belly touches, rubs, and she just loves being petted. As long as they sniff you first.
Well, they gotta get a sense of who you are first,
Yeah.
which is fair.
But Jethro's a people person. I mean, he loves kids and stuff. So if he sees them, he wants to be friends.
Oh my goodness. Okay, look, guys, it's 4 hours and 38 minutes.
Wow.
I feel like I just got here.
You did.
So I have got to say goodbye. I love you guys all.
Oh,
Thank you
Yeah,
all for
goodbye,
Thank
coming
you for
up.
having us.
well, thank you for
Thanks, Russ.
having.
Wow.
Thank
Maybe
you
I'll
for
see you tomorrow
hosting.
if you're on.
And I will catch everybody in my next video.
Okie dokie.
Yes,
Bye,
indeed.
everybody.
Bye,
Have a great
everybody.
day. Take care of
Bye.
yourselves and each other.
Yeah.
Mwah.